What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with another legendary item drop location guide and weapon guide for you, and this time we're taking a look at the Night Hawkin, which is dropped by the Demo Skagans in the Pandora map, The Droughts. So to get started, just spawn in by the headquarters where Lilith originally sets up at the start of the game and run over to the vehicle spawn station, grab the fastest vehicle you got, and now you follow the road and jump the gap. Then take a left past the tower where you would fight Dump Truck in the LA side quest. Here's the location on the map if that works better for you. Note this fast travel station that you pass when you jump the gap. This is where you will respawn each time to continue the farm. The Demo Skagans are a Stranger Things Easter egg, playing off Demo Gorgons from the show and combining it with our beloved Borderlands Skags. They always spawn as a pair, although sometimes one of them is a little slower to drop down than the other. They're always incendiary, so bring a good cryo or non-elemental weapon to handle them. Their mouths are their crit spots, and when they open their mouths, they're a lot easier to crit, obviously. These guys are a rare spawn enemy, and believe me, it pains me to say that as much as it probably pains you to hear it. So what that means, if you're not familiar with it, is that these dudes do not spawn every single time you come here to fight them. If you have any friends that play this game, you can ask them to go kill the Demo Skagans, and that should pop up a bounty on the bounty board in Sanctuary, which will allow you to go and find these Demo Skagans every single time. The trick to that, though, is that you want to only kill one of them each time. That way you don't complete the bounty. This will allow you to get them every single time you go over there. And again, just make sure you only kill one of them, because otherwise they're going to turn back into that rare spawn. I seem to get them about 3 times per every 10 runs, give or take. One thing that you do have to watch for is that you often need to hang out in this area for a little bit for them to spawn. Generally, by the time you kill off the waves of the normal skags in this little zone, then they will drop down if they're going to. So even though this gun is now a dedicated drop for the Demo Skagans, it can apparently also drop from Rackman in the map Carnivora. So if you'd prefer, you can go that route, but again, he is also a rare enemy spawn. And the cool thing about the Demo Skagans is they always spawn as a pair, so you can potentially kill both of them and have double the chance. The drop rate for the Night Hawkin isn't super great either, since it shares a loot pool with the legendary drop the Monocle and a unique blue sniper called the Hunted. So basically, when the game rolls to see if you get a drop, it also has to do a roll to see which drop. So you have a 1 in 3 chance to get the Night Hawkin on a 10% drop rate. Okay, now that we've covered the drop location, let's break down the weapon. The Night Hawkin is a legendary SMG manufactured by Dahl, and the red text reads, "Stranger Than Things," which again is obviously a Stranger Things reference. The Night Hawkin has a strange and cool effect that the weapon element changes depending on the time of the day in game. At night it becomes incendiary, and during the day it is cryo. A weird side effect to this is that when you go to Sanctuary, there is no day or night cycle, so the gun always shows its base damage with no multiplier. At night, the weapon switches to fire element at 1800 hours in game, which you can check by going into photo mode and then checking the time of the day. Another difference between day and night is during the day this thing shoots 1 bullet at a time, and at night it shoots 3. One weird thing that happens occasionally is if you load in at Sanctuary, the gun will get stuck thinking that it shouldn't have a multiplier even after you travel. You can fix that by saving, quitting, and reloading. Also, sometimes when you travel to Sanctuary and you have the multiplier on there, the multiplier will stay. But as you see here from the firing range dummy, it still thinks that I have no multiplier, even though it's showing it on the card. You're almost always going to want to find a variant of this gun that has burst fire as an option, as this gun doesn't force you to pause between bursts, unlike most Dahl SMGs. This allows you to stream a massive amount of damage into enemy faces. Additionally, this gun is super accurate. The recoil, regardless of parts, seems to be exceptional, and again, regardless of what the actual accuracy stat reads. Hipfire accuracy is amazing too, as you can see right here. This gun can roll as full auto, but don't be fooled, the burst fire option is vastly more DPS, as full auto fires slower than the burst, and again, there's no pause between bursts, so you can spam that trigger as much as you want and kill things much faster that way. So to sum it up, this gun is a top tier killing machine. Great for any character and most any build. Obviously best for areas where you're dealing with enemies that are weak to incendiary or cryo, but you will have to kind of keep an eye on the in-game time to make sure. So if this guide to the Night Hawkin was helpful to you guys, if it was, then please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon if you'd like to be notified anytime I post a new video. You can click the card at the end of this video to see more legendary item guides as well. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.